What's going on there, YouTube, and welcome back to another comic book video. This is the channel where we sit down and cover different comic book stories from different comic book companies. Today, we're going to jump back over to IDW and continue our coverage over the Transformers. And we're going to cover another origin story with Transformers Spotlight Cliffjumper. Now, honestly, to tell you the truth, when it comes to Cliffjumper, he is a very interesting character, but this book right here is just okay. But I'm going to go ahead and cover it just in case there are some fans out there who really did like this book. So if you do like today's comic book video, please hit that like button down below and also subscribe to the channel for more content to come in the near future. Also, any suggestions on books I should read, well, please let me know in the comments below, because you never know, your suggestion could be a future video down the road. But I do hope you enjoy today's video. With this book, we pick up in the present day, but we only get one page in the opening scene, when we see that Cliffjumper is hiding somewhere with someone. The question is, who? Well, we're about to find out here in a second. We then jump back in time where we see that Cliffjumper right now is trying to send out a transmission. At first, we don't know why he is doing this, but we learn that he is not on Cybertron, that he is on another planet trying to send this transmission out. We learn this when he is confronted by two kinds of people, a girl named Kitta and a brother Cole as well. And you have Cliffjumper telling them about him and the rest of the Transformers origin. It is not heavily explained here, but she does get some information about him and she decides to take him back to her home. Now you have Kitta and Cole take Cliffjumper back to their home where she begins to cook for him, but she does get to learn more about him. How the Transformers actually eat is different than how she and her brother eat. Now he tells us that he crashed here and he is trying to call for help from the Autobots, the good guys, so that he can finally get back home. Now he does explain about the Great War between the Autobots and the Decepticons, how he is being hunted by them and they could come looking for him very soon. Which of course to Kitta, she quickly explains how she feels about people fighting. No matter if you are a good guy or a bad guy, when you hurt someone, it is technically bad. Then we see that since Cliffjumper has been here for a while, he thought it would be a good idea to repay them back, which of course means that he is going to rebuild her farm and also help fix anything else. Cliffjumper really likes being here, but he knows that it won't be long until the Decepticons are able to find him and try to bring him in. This leads into some Decepticons appearing on the planet, but of course these Decepticons are no one serious. That really, it is just some random ones who found out where Cliffjumper is hiding, which makes him and Kitta go hide in the middle of the forest, hoping that they don't find them. The problem is that, well, they forgot to grab her brother before they went to hide in the forest. Since this is her brother, you know that she is going to go back out there to go save her brother before he could be killed. This is where we see why Cliffjumper is a very valuable team member for the Autobots, because he is basically able to hide in the shadows. He is able to take the Decepticons out quickly and still be unseen, which of course freaks them out. The way how fast many of them are dropping, it may seem to them that it could be maybe more than one Autobot here. They have no idea that it is only one Autobot. So you have their leader call in for backup to make sure that they are ready for this attack. This of course leads into the Decepticons using Kitta as a hostage, which was expected since she did run out to save her brother. So you have Cliffjumper jump out to give himself up, hoping to protect Kitta and her brother from the Decepticons, where it seems that maybe the Decepticons will let them go. But of course we know that they are not going to. I mean that since the next page you have one of them throw a grenade hoping to kill them off, except Cliffjumper was able to jump in front of it to protect Kitta and her brother. Now before that had happened, Kitta was hit on her back, so she is now badly injured, even though it doesn't look like it. And you have Clffjumper being able to grab the both of them and run them inside the farmhouse he just built for them. Which of course leads us back to the beginning of our video, where you have Clffjumper know that Kitta died thanks to her injuries, but also thanks to him just being here on this planet. So you have Clffjumper tell Cole to stay with his sister while he goes back out there to fight against the Decepticons, which we do get the chance to see him run out there gun blazing, except the problem is that we don't get the chance to see him actually fight against them. The next page shows us Clffjumper burying Kitta next to her parents and making sure that Cole is able to go to a family that will take good care of him, which we do see Clffjumper being able to get a lift back home, and that is the end of this book. So if you do like today's comic book video, please hit that like button down below and also subscribe to the channel for more content to come in the near future. Also, any suggestions on books I should read, well, please let me know in the comments below, because you never know, your suggestion could be a future video down the road. But I do hope you enjoyed today's video.